Hi, my name is April. I know you haven't seen me before. This is my first installment. It is November the 7th, I believe. Yeah, November the 8th. And, well, I just pretty much want to talk about things like current events or my own personal subjects, I guess you could say, things that I'm interested in, my thoughts on certain subjects, I guess whatever comes up for me at the time. After today, if this video goes well, then I just may do another one and I'll continue from there. So my subject today is going to be about police cameras in people's neighborhoods. Currently, there is a couple police cameras that were put in my neighborhood, down at the corner of my street. And in the newspaper today, there was a guy protesting against them. I'm pretty much on here to protest against the guy protesting against those cameras, because I live in this neighborhood and I feel that it is a really, really good thing to have those cameras there. I do not want to quite say exactly where I live, but I do not live in the best area of town, I guess you could say, or of the city. And when I heard that these cameras were going to be put up, I was thrilled. Actually, what I was thinking was I wanted those cameras put right in front of my house. There is a big problem over here with drug dealers, crackheads, prostitutes, but not so much anymore. It's more drug dealers and crackheads. And, and there's a lot of crimes going on, I guess. I have children, and a lot of people in this neighborhood do. And I think that, we have to do some things to protect our kids. And if putting up cameras in the neighborhood means protecting your children, well, then I guess that's just what we have to do. This man that was in the paper was saying that putting up the cameras is not helping the homeless. My thoughts on that, well, the homeless in this area are not homeless people that you would think, like just somebody homeless on the street. It's crackheads, and the prostitutes mainly crackheads. There's not really, you don't really see someone down on their luck and just a bum on the street anymore, looking for some spare change. When somebody's asking you for spare change, they're asking you for spare change because they want to buy crack with that. And, I don't feel that, we should be helping, giving money for the government to give them welfare checks. I think that, money should be spent to help the people get off drugs. Maybe that would sort of help things, I guess. But, at the corner where these cameras were put, there's also a church where people used to go to get, like, food to help them out and, to get help with stuff. Now that church has now turned into a place for all the crackheads to hang out, dealers to go and deal their drugs. My personal thought on that is that church should be closed down because it's not there as a church anymore. It's there for the crackheads. And that's just my own personal opinion. And from what I see, I used to go by that church sometimes. It used to be a bunch of like old people and, people that just needed help. Now you go by there, you don't even want to walk on that side of the street because it's all crackheads hanging there. And for this guy to go on the news and protest against those cameras being there, This guy must be a crackhead himself, because anybody in the right mind that lives in this community over here would want those cameras there. I live here. I've lived in this neighborhood on this street for 15 years, and and in this general neighborhood pretty much most of my life, and we definitely at this point in time we need those cameras there. I feel if things improve with the crackheads and the dealers, then maybe they can think about taking them down. I understand people have a problem with privacy, but somebody made a very good point to me today, and that was, if people are worried about their privacy, usually when you're out on the street, you're not out on the street for privacy and to be alone. You're usually looking for privacy in your own home, and those cameras are not invading your own home. Those cameras are just out there, seeing what you're doing out there and watching for the criminals and the bad people. Nobody ever gets privacy out in public, I don't think. As for these cameras, I think that police surveillance cameras are a good thing to have in very bad neighborhoods, in very bad areas of the city, and they should remain there for a while until things improve. And if they take it down without giving it a chance and seeing for a while what's going to happen, I think they would be making a very big mistake. Just in the short time, the cameras were put up, I believe, October the 31st of 2007. And since that time, I have noticed just a little bit of a difference of, the people that hang out in front of my house. Where I live, I normally, in the middle of the night, starting about 1 o'clock in the morning, start hearing loud people, groups of people. They sit on my porch. I have to come out. I have to kick them off. I have to argue with people because I cannot sleep. Since those cameras have been put up, it's been actually quite good in front of my house. Maybe not a few doors over, but in front of my house, where me and my children live, it's been great. I haven't had a problem. And I think the longer those cameras are up, the better it will be for this community. Really, I think they should put some more. I think a couple up in this area isn't going to do the best. I think they need to put one at the opposite end of the street, one at the one end of the street and one at the other. I think that would help a little bit better. And if they want to, they can put one in front of my house. It will make things great. I have no problems, nothing to hide. But I know they're not going to do that. I'm just thinking more of, the safety of myself and the safety of my children and everyone else's children that lives in this neighborhood. And, everybody has the right to be able to feel safe while they're walking down their street or walking in their neighborhood, no matter what time of day or night, I feel. So, I guess I've pretty much said for now everything that I can think to say about those cameras in my neighborhood. If anybody has any questions for me about this topic, feel free to, send me a message, and I will certainly try my best to reply. And yeah, I guess that's it for today, and my name is April. Hopefully I will be doing another one of these on either a current event or a current topic, or just my own personal thoughts on things. Later.